Well, hello there. How are you today? Hippo Gnu dear, welcome to 2025. I hope you're surviving so far. Oh, gosh. Whole big world out there, whole new year, time to start fresh, forget old habits, forget old sins, and start doing something new. What in the hell was that? All of a sudden I was red. Whew. I have a TV playing up ahead of me, and so sorry, but I'm watching the Ohio State football game. In any event, we have a special video today. Mr. Tom McDonald. I'm going to go back and do a study of Tom, I think. I'd like to become more familiar with his work. So I'm going to start at the very beginning. And I downloaded a couple of his very early things that he's released, and we'll go from there. This first one we're going to listen to, only because it's the one I currently had queued up, is called If I Change. So whatever, whatever that means, if I change. So let's get into this and see what Tom McDonald has to say many, many years ago. I mean, this song that we're listening to, If I Change, he came out 9 years ago. It's had 3 million views. So should be pretty good. Let's see.
Streets and tricky, streets and tricky, streets and tricky.
If I change from it, y'all gon' stick around. If I change from it, will y'all still hold me down? If the money get me trippin', will you be there while I'm winning? Or you finished and you gonna bounce?
Yeah.
So you cool with me now.
Yeah.
But if I change from it,
Will you hate me when the shit change? I know people switch it up. And you know I'll do my best for you. Sometimes that just isn't good enough. I've been on your television acting like I don't know you. And you're probably pissed off cause you feel like I owe you. But I did it on my own, man, it's just like I told you. My shit about to pop like I shook up the soda. Tell me what the fuck you think I'm doing so different. Got a couple tattoos, but the mood is consistent. I've been shooting for the stars, now the moon ain't so distant. And I've been in and out the city, ain't paid you with a visit. Don't be mad, don't be mad, don't be mad about the way. I'm trying to get away from it. You've been cool from the jump all day. But if I change from it, yeah.
if I change from it, y'all gon' stick around. If I change from it, will y'all still hold me down? If the money get me trippin', will you be there while I'm winning? Or you finished and you gonna bounce? I know you cool with me now.
Yeah.
But if I change from it,
Will you ride when the road bang? I know people getting jealous. They've been talking hella bad about us. And I've been trying to protect it. I know that all the rumors ain't about to slow down. They got ammunition loaded up in my hometown. They got shooters in the city holding on to the rounds. No serial number, so they would never be found. But tell me what the fuck you think I'm worried about. Touchdown in the city, I don't hurry out. I will judge you when they call the executioner to kill you. I ain't even gonna call the fucking jury out. I ain't tripping cause I been there where they coming from. I ain't slipping, got a grip on it. Second place talking crazy about the number one. But I don't give a shit about it. Yeah. If I change, and I promise you I will, never be the same. I'm just trying to keep it real. Yeah. You already know the deal. I'm trying to get a house in the hills with a view. Couple car garage and a pool on the roof. I'm about to change and I owe it all to you. Yeah. If I change from it, are y'all gonna stick around? If I change from it, will y'all still hold me down? If the money get me trippin', will you be there while I'm winning? Or you finished and you gonna bound? I know you're cool with me now, but if I change from it,
if I change from it, y'all gon' stick around. If I change from it, will y'all still hold me down? If the money get me trippin', will you be there while I'm winning? Or you finished and you gonna bounce? I know you cool with me now, but if I change from it, yeah. all kill people. The main difference between faith and bullets, though, it's easier to run out of bullets than it is faith. A man can run out of faith, though. People tell me that they lose faith in things all the time, which I never really understood, but the way I see it, maybe it's not that a man loses faith. Maybe faith loses him. Maybe faith is like the sun shining down into a field on a hot summer day. If you walk into the forest, the sunlight doesn't shine down on you as often. It shines down on you, but only in the places where the trees let it through. The further you wander into those woods, the darker it gets. Eventually, it's so deep into the goddamn bush that the sun don't shine through anymore. You know what they say, though? Halfway is as far as you can walk into the woods. The other half you're walking out. Maybe that means that there's hope on the other side. Maybe faith is waiting to shine down on you when you come out the other end. What worries me is when you reach that other end, will God have already passed judgment for what happened in the dark times? I don't know. That reminds me of something, though. You know what my favorite part of the Bible is? From the King James Version. James 5:16. Confess your faults to one another and pray for one another that ye may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. You know what that means? That means all your shit can be swept away, just like the dirt on the hood of my truck. That's why I like it so much.
Wow. Very powerful piece. Very, very powerful piece. I may talked about this before, but I never talk about this enough because it's extremely important. Not just to me, but as a thought for other people. But when my second wife left me, I was very distraught. And I took a handgun and I went out in the woods and sat on a stump and got ready to shoot myself. And I didn't. I got angry. I shot the tree next to me. And boy, I'm so glad I did, because life does get better. It gets much, much better. Seeing Tom shooting people in this and then putting the gun to himself, I mean, I can relate. Not in the shooting other people, but putting the gun to your own forehead. I've been there, done that. Had that T-shirt, lost it a long time ago. So that's why I think this is an important piece. Now, I've just watched it. This is the first time I've seen this, so kind of getting my thoughts together about it. I kind of like what he was saying about people lose faith and that faith loses them. I don't think faith loses anybody. I think we lose faith. We focus on our issues and forget or block out or bury where our faith is. And that shows just a weakness in a commitment and an understanding, I think. Because I think as we have more of an understanding, more of an appreciation, more of an acceptance, and expand and develop our faith, it becomes stronger. And it becomes able to ride above and not be shadowed over, like he talks about the trees creating shade, and that shade blocks the sun from you, much like things in life can block that faith from you. I think that faith will shine through. Trees are not going to stop faith. Fear, loathing, anger, those things can block faith, but not for long if you exercise your faith, if you don't let those things in, don't let them have control, don't let them have a case of importance, keep them in check. You have to do that for to protect your own soul. You have to do that. So I thought this was a very expressive rap that Tom did, very deep, deeper than a lot of the other stuff I see him doing more. He's been doing a lot of political stuff lately. The election going on. He talks about the affairs of the day, so of course that's what he's going to do. But this was early on. This is new Tom McDonald. This is just getting his feet in the water. So this is, I don't know how old he was when he got started. Let's say he was 20, 30, somewhere in there. This is 20 or 30 years of thinking and dwelling on this stuff and building up his perspective, which allows him, I think, to have a stronger voice in expressing that, because he's more sure of what he's talking about in his own experience. Nowadays, we talk about the election. Well, there's just so much you can do. And the election, today's day and age deals with the requirement for a lot of faith, whether you Republican or Democrat, and who you choose to believe about things. Some of these people, you really have to have a lot of faith, because what they're saying is, ludicrous. But in any event, we digress. So I praise Tom for his, looking at the topics du jour and dealing with things that are current in the lexicon at the moment of the day. But I really like when he goes to doing this sort of thing, where he talks about a deeper meaning in life. It's no wonder Tom has become as successful as he has, because this warrants that. This is a man who has serious thoughts and goes about in a very professional manner in presenting those thoughts in a way that's going to motivate us to listen and to absorb that and try to grow with it. That's my thoughts, but I really like this one from Tom. I think this may be the favorite of mine that I've seen from Tom, actually. Some of them are more fun, especially the election stuff, but this is a much deeper meaning. And for me personally, I can relate to it. Yeah, I kind of wish there were a few people out there I shot in my lifetime. Oh, well, maybe there's still time. Friends, you guys have a great 2025. I hope this year gets off to a banner start for you. Please do like and subscribe and ring the bell so you get notifications of whatever I post this year. This is going to be a huge year for me on this channel. I can say that with absolute certainty at this point, because I have my plan, I'm working my plan, and my plan is working. With that said, get in the comment section, give me your thoughts. I'd really like to know a little bit about what your plans are for the year. What do you want to, what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? Because, anything without goals and goals without a schedule, just a dream. Turn your dream into a reality by making them a goal, setting a schedule to achieve them, develop a plan, and work that plan, baby. Because that's the thing that helps me create faith in myself, faith in society, and faith in God, because God is certainly directing me along the way. I hope He is you too.